Okay, so today I'm making another batch of mead, and I just figured I would take another video for one, my own documentation purposes, but also to help anyone else who might be making a mead using hibiscus and elderberry. So I'm going to shoot for 3.5 gallon batch. That way, after racking, I have 3 gallons to fill up my carboy. I've used 33 grams of elderberries and 200 grams of hibiscus, and I boiled the elderberry first for about 5 minutes, and then I added the hibiscus, and that's been steeping for about 15 minutes now. So I'm going to have to strain this into here. I'll take this out. I'm just getting the rest of the honey from Sean Harris out, and I'll put it in the sieve, and I'll pour water over it to get any extra color. You see how rich this is, and I really want to preserve that color. And the elderberry should cut through the tartness of hibiscus. That's why I put the elderberry in. But a few of the things we're going to need is yeast, and I'm rehydrating 10 grams of 71B. I've got sanitizer, a baster, hydrometer, mixer, airlock. The yeast nutrients, I'm not going to use those right away. Just a touch of tannin. The tea should add enough, but I want to kind of bump that up a little bit. Bentonite, a lot of people use that now in primary, so I've been starting to use that to help clear. And pectic enzyme. I haven't used them in conjunction, nor do I have anything with really pectin in it. Maybe the elderberries a little bit, but I'm just putting it in. It does help with clearing per the package instructions. So I'm going to put this into the sieve, pour some water over it, strain it out some more, and then I'll come back. Alright, so I'm having to use a ladle to put this in here. I should have used a big colander, but I didn't have something that would go all the way across to make it really easy. So this is something that's going to kind of rest right there. So I've got this up here. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Hopefully all of that doesn't fall in. But just to show you real quick, I'm going to take some water and just pour it over this to try to get some more color and flavor out of that. And then I'll dump this, and then I'll go again. Alright, so got all that mixed in there. You might be asking yourself, why does this crazy guy have a power tool? He's making mead. Well, it's for this. That's a stir. And that's going to help aerate the must and get that mead mixed up. Now, you can see on here I'm about 2 1/3 gallons. I want to fill it up to here, but I'm going to mix it to here first, and then I'll add the water back. My yeast is rehydrating great. If you're wondering why I chose to use 10 grams of 71B for 3 gallons, it's because I've got a lot of D254 that I want to use, and I had 2 packs of 71B that's been sitting there for over a year in my refrigerator. So I'm using them up. I went to the TOSNA calculator. The yeast nutrients are going to go in, that's Fermato. That'll go in 24-hour mark, 48 hours, 72-hour mark, and the 1/3 sugar break. All of those calculations are found on the website. And so now I'm just going to get this hooked up, and we're going to get to mixing. Alright, so tannins. I just want a little bit. That hibiscus from previous batches is going to make, it's going to be fairly tannic, but I wanted to try this to see if it'll add a little bit. So that's 2 1/4 grams of tannin. Just dump that in there. And you can see that's just going to sit there and clump up. So we'll use this and mix it in. it's notoriously difficult to get mixed in, so this should really help out a lot. Oxygen is good for your must. It's bad for a finished wine, so this is fine right now. It'll be poor later. Everything's been sanitized, cleaned and sanitized. Alright, so pectic enzyme and bentonite are coming up. Each one of these are going to get 1.5 teaspoons. Yep. So there's 1 teaspoon of pectic enzyme, and very precise measurement. Oops. Half. Alright. So there's that. Have bentonite. This is for clearing, as I said earlier. One. And half. That'll get mixed up. I'm going to add, you see this bloom here. See that? So that's going good. Just warm water with about a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of honey, just to give it a little bit of energy. They've been sitting in here for an hour. I think the water was 100 degrees when I put it in there. So get this mixed up, I'll be back. All right, that's mixed. Here goes the yeast. Give this a stir. Got a lot of cast iron over there. I also collect and restore cast iron. So pretty much everything but low foam. Alright, so one of the things that I'm really shooting for is a specific gravity of 1.100. I'll go as high as 1010, but you can see that's at 1050. So I'm just going to add enough water to get it somewhere in the, I said 1010, the 1100 to the 1110 area. Alright, so it's a little hard to see, but best guesstimation is at 1106 right now. So that's right where I want it. That's actually the number I used for my Tosna calculator. And you can see we're right at 3.5 gallons. So I will get this all, the lid put on it. I'll get my airlock right there put in it. And I'm going to ferment this with a warmer on here. I have a Inkbird temperature controller. I'll probably keep this at 74 to 76 degrees. Let it ferment. It's going to take 10 days. Good nutrition, good temperature control, good practice. All of that's going to lead to a good brew, and hopefully we'll end up drinking this. I'll let this go for about a year before I really drink it. But yeah, 10 days, and we'll check back in on that. So thanks for watching.